Hello again. I welcome you all to today's class by Advanced English Language Academy. This is Yasin, your English language instructor. So first of all, we're sorry that we have been disconnected with our viewers and we are uploading a content after a very long time. So yeah, we are all human beings, so because we were busy and the days are also very short nowadays, so we didn't find time to upload a new video. So today we're going to talk about connected speech. We've already taken so many classes on connected speech, but today we're going to take another class on connected speech. So first of all, there is a question that should be answered by my viewers, that why connected speech, or is English language a fast language? There are a few things that you need to think about before understanding the connected speech. You think about your own native language, your own mother tongue. Is there a pause when you are speaking, or are there pauses when you are speaking? Do you pause? Do you say ooh like this? You don't, because when you are speaking, when you are talking, so there is no pause. So when there are no pauses, so there must be something, because every language has a gap. For example, you move from one word to another, so there is a gap. Obviously, in written English, that gap is, or in written language, that gap is visible. But in spoken English, what happens to that gap? Automatically, when I'm speaking English, so my English, or for example, a native English speaker is talking to you, so that speaker or that person will be speaking in a flow. So what about the gaps? Because when you move from one word to another word, so there is a gap. You think about your own mother tongue. When you write, so automatically you'll be noting down that there are gaps between words. But when you speak, what happens? So certainly you are practicing some techniques in your mother tongue that help you avoid pauses. For example, if you are Pathan, or you are an Indian, or you are a Pakistani, you speak Urdu, Pashto, you speak for example Hindi, you speak German, you speak Italian. So you think about your own mother tongue or your own native language. You will realize that there are no pauses. So actually there shouldn't be any pauses in any language. So you knowingly or unknowingly, you practice some techniques that help you sound fluent, or that help you maintain the fluency in your speech. So connected speech is practiced in English. And why we need to learn phonetics or phonology? Because we are not native speakers, and when we are not native speakers, so obviously we need to learn phonology so that our speech or our speaking is also in a flow. Remember one thing, English is not a fast language, or English speakers do not speak fast English. We think that because we are not native speakers, we don't understand English, so we think that English people speak very fast English. It's not so. English people don't speak fast English. They do the same thing as you. When you speak Urdu, Pashto, Hindi, German, French, Italian, or any language, so you unknowingly practice some techniques. We will take a class, we will give you examples that in your own mother tongue, in Urdu, in Pashto, in German, in Italian, in Hindi, how you practice phonology, how you practice connected speech. But today's class is going to be about connected speech in English, so therefore we're going to talk about connected speech in English. So one thing you should notice, that English speakers or native English speakers don't speak fast English. They speak just normal English, but as you know that there should be a flow in a speech, as you know that your own mother tongue goes in a flow, your own mother tongue has a flow. So when you speak it with a fluency, so there shouldn't be any pause, and there shouldn't be any gap, there shouldn't be and these sorts of things in English also, because English is also very important for us, because when we speak English, so there shouldn't be these gaps and these pauses. So when you learn connected speech or phonology, so you will speak English fluently. Your speech will also be in a flow. We've already taken classes on phonology, but just for instance, I'm just explaining why phonology is important. Just take a look at this example. If we say country, because according to letters, we say country, because according to letters, it's when we talk about A, B, C, D, E, F, G, so it is country. But country, when you just think about it, country. Pakistan is a very beautiful country, or you can say the same about your own country. So if you say country, so there is no flow, but when you say country, so you add ch, country. Why you add ch? To maintain the flow in your speech. If you say Pakistan is a very beautiful country, so there is a pause in the language or in the speech, it's not in a flow. But when you say Pakistan is a very beautiful country, Pakistan is a very beautiful country, so automatically you will realize that there is a flow in your speech. Now, for example, we say probably, so there are two BB, probably. So for example, he'll probably come. So instead of probably, when I just pronounce probably, you think about probably, there is a pause in my speech. So when I say probably, I will drop this B, the first B or the last B, that's my choice, but in spoken English it doesn't matter, probably, okay? Library, we say library, so there are two r, so we can say library, okay? So here the sound got changed, okay? And the sound got changed to maintain the flow in your speech. And here we dropped a sound, we cut a sound, okay? So when we cut a sound, so it is also to maintain the flow. And when we talk about intrusion, for example, you just think about this sentence: we saw a few happy moments during World Cup 2023. We saw a few. So when you move from saw to a few, there is a pause. We saw a few happy moments during 2023 World Cup. Just bring your focus here. We saw a few. So there is a pause. If you are a native speaker, so you will realize a pause. So to avoid that pause, you can say we saw a few happy moments. We will add r, okay? We saw a few happy moments during World Cup 2023. So to sum it up, I would like to say that connected speech is actually a tool that is practiced to maintain the flow in your speech. And I mentioned earlier that in every language phonology takes place, but we are not aware of it. We don't know because phonology has become the part of our subconscious mind. When it becomes the part of your subconscious mind, so you don't realize that you practice phonology, but you don't understand. For example, you're riding a bike, so at first when you are a new rider, so you know which gear you are in now. You know that you have to hold the clutch and then you have to press the gear. But once you become a good rider, you don't realize your foot goes to the brakes automatically, your hand goes to the clutch, your foot goes to the gear. So automatically things happen. You are unaware of it, you don't know. So same is the case with phonology. When you practice phonology in your own native language, so you don't realize it. But when you practice phonology in English, so you will pause, you will think about it, you will get confused, and maybe you will get shocked when you listen to these examples. But once you bring phonology to the subconscious mind and it becomes the part of your subconscious mind, so you will be unknowingly speaking in a flow and you'll be practicing assimilation, elision and intrusion and these tools. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned and we will upload another video on the same topic. So if you have liked our video, if you have enjoyed today's class, please don't forget to subscribe to Advanced English Language Academy.